Alright guys, so this is your video presentation for the week, and this week we are focusing on the Industrial Revolution, which is the very start of the history of the apparel industry. So the very first invention that we're going to discuss is the flying shuttle. It was one of the key developments in the industrialization of weaving, and what a weaver works on is a loom, which looks like this right here. And if you see where her hand is, this is where the flying shuttle would be. So she is taking this part of the loom and she is slinging it back and forth across and underneath all of those strings. And before that, they would have to literally go up and down, up and down, up and down. And so the flying shuttle made it super easy for them just to like sling it straight across and it would be like already there. It was patented by John Kay in 1733. The spinning mule is the next one, and the spinning mule is used to spin cotton into other fibers, so it would be and other fibers into yarn. So this can only spin one fiber into yarn at a time. So if it was cotton, it could only spin cotton into one spool of yarn. Okay, and Samuel Crompton invented this in 1779. Now, the spinning jenny is a multi-spindle spinning frame. So this is the same thing as a spinning mule, but it can spin multiple like spools of yarn at the same time. So it was much faster, easier to work with, and it was invented in 1764 by James Hargreaves. The device reduced the amount of work needed to produce yarn. A worker was able to spin at least 8 spools or more at a time, and then this grew to now like 120. And the cotton gin is a machine that automatically separated cotton seed and like all the dirty stuff that came with cotton after it was picked into like it cleaned it. And Eli Whitney was the inventor of the cotton gin, and he was like credited for a pioneer in the mass production of cotton. And prior to his invention, the farming cotton required hundreds of man hours to separate the cotton seed from the raw cotton fibers, and the cotton gin did that for them. And then Elias Howe was an American inventor and a sewing machine pioneer. Howe was not the first to conceive the idea of the sewing machine. Many other people had thought about the idea. One as early as 1790, but Howe originated significant refinements of the design concepts. So his machine contained 3 essential features common to most modern sewing machines now. The needle with the eye at the very point, a shuttle operating beneath the cloth to form a stitch, which is your bobbin, and then an automatic feed. But Elias Howe is not the one that was credited with the invention until later. Singer actually is always the one that said that he's the one who invented the sewing machine. Howe was actually the very first one, but he actually had to sue for his patent so that way he could get credit for it because Singer took all the credit. But Elias Howe is the one who invented the very first sewing machine. If you have any questions on any of that, please let me know.